have your daughter in a loving age gap relationship? A 15 years, 20 years, 35 years, or two do four or two do OF for a living? Brown, you don't respect men. Stop. What? Okay, so we're talking about an age gap in a relationship. So which would you rather have your daughter in a loving age gap relationship? Just a show of hands. Who would choose an age gap 15 years?
That's like, the best in my opinion.
Yeah, 15 years. Yeah. What about 20 to 35 years?
That's giving pedo.
Okay. And then,
no, he was saying, would you rather have it like 15 years age gap as like 20 and 35-year-old together, or would you rather have it be an OF model?
Oh, that's the question.
Okay.
Oh, you heard that in the question. Dane, I've totally heard.
I was thinking about the years.
Steve.
I was thinking about the years.
I thought it was 25 years apart. I'm like,
so yeah, which would you prefer? So the age gap of
like two completely different things. What is
15 years? So it's age 20 to 35. Are you okay with that?
The age
I would rather.
Like, so she's 20, but he's 35. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. As someone that's been in an age gap relationship,
they fine with that.
Yeah,
I'd rather her be an OnlyFans model. Age gap relationships are real bad. I feel like that's more worse for your mental health than the repercussions of OnlyFans.
Who else would choose their daughter to have an OnlyFans than in that age gap relationship?
I'd rather do the age gap.
How many of y'all have ever been in an age gap relationship, though, of like 20 years plus?
No, not that.
Especially as 18, 19, 20 years old, because they're talking about a 20-year-old.
I was 18 and my father was 28. And then I was 25 and my ex was 37. So...
An age gap relationship between a man and a woman that is, the 20 to 35 years old, that isn't a problem. It's actually like, I would say it's more of a good thing. The reason being is because women look for qualities in a man that it takes time to acquire. Like, it takes time for a man to acquire value so the woman can truly respect, admire, and submit to her man. So a guy that's 20 or 25 years old, well, he's more likely that's not going to be, has his career and stability and things going for him where it can give the woman a comfortable life. He still is working on himself as a man. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to still be in that field in a relationship where the man is working on himself and a woman is. That's totally fine. That is beautiful if you can't maintain it. But modern day women, y'all don't really operate like that. Like, you want to wait at the finish line and pick the winners, meaning that you're looking for a man that already is accomplished and earn his value. So a 35-year-old guy dating a 20-year-old, well, she's more likely to submit, be compliant, respect, and admire that man because he's established. You get what I'm saying?
But
so she's going to follow his lead. And the thing is, in a relationship, you want a leader. All women, show of hands, do you want a leader?
For
you
sure.
want a masculine man. So if you want a leader, which man would embody those characteristic traits? The older man would embody more leadership characteristic traits. So it's not a bad thing. I think that in society, the way you view it, you're looking at it as that older man would take advantage of the woman. Any man, the fact is, any man can take advantage of any woman, and any woman can take advantage of any man. It's all about choosing the right man. Age don't got anything to do with it when it comes to a man. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but like, A, what are you even looking for in a 20-year-old, as a 35-year-old man? And B, if you're an established... No, let me say my second point first. Because if you're a really like established, successful 35-year-old man, what are you looking for in a 20-year-old that's still in college, has no job, has no life, has not had her life established? Or like, y'all have nothing in common.
Attraction isn't symmetrical. So what you look for in a man, you look for the man to embody all of these characteristic traits. You look for experience, right? Men, we look for inexperience. So you look for the man to be experienced because you look for a leadership. Well, how can a man lead you if he's not experienced? So you need him to go through some things to build up calluses on his hands. So if you're in a relationship with him, you can rely on him and know daddy got this because he done handled it before.
Nah, but that
is a fact.
PDF file of
no, the
you're
difference
thinking about
is
grooming. It's not the same.
It
though.
is the same. The difference is you're just viewing it wrong.
It's just giving gross.
No, it's actually not. He's got a point. Okay, I like older men. I personally, I'm 26. I've dated even a man who's in his 40s at one point. I don't know what it is. I like someone who's mature. He's got the experiences. He's not in that mindset of, I'm young, I want to have fun, I want to do this, I want to do that. No. Plus, he also has kids, and I love that. I like that. Now, me personally, as a woman, I seek for that. Honestly, you might see that as pedophile. I see that as that he's my daddy.
Time out real quick. You like older men. Be honest. The things that you look for in a man, you explain your relationships on the last podcast.
Aren't you 20 years old?
But me,
yeah, she is. And you want older men. You want a guy that can hold you down, that got the bag.
I don't want an older man anymore. I'm saying I've lived those experiences, and maybe every girl's experience.
How old was your ex?
My ex, he actually was younger. My ex was like 24 or something, like 23, 24.
Still older. What about this before that?
Yeah, I never dated a man actually my age, but like older, like by 2 or 3 years is not 15-year age gap.
I'm telling you, the guys that you're attracted to, all the qualities that you want in a man, you explain the qualities that you want in a man. I'm telling you, all those qualities that you want in a man, the older guy will embody those characteristic traits, not the younger man.
I've dated men well beyond your age, and honestly, low key, like they all be the same, like whatever, and it just is what it is. But it's like
probably why you're traumatized and you think it's weird.
You gotta look. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. Olivia, I'm gonna keep it real. Like you're a stripper, so the kind of guys you're coming across aren't the same kind of guys that would attract a woman who doesn't strip. So you're not attracting the same kind of older men like Ashley would attract or like Kat would attract because you strip. And only certain type of guys go to strip clubs and take girls
like
seriously.
Yeah. But I don't meet men at strip clubs.
But I mean, like only certain guys is like this. Well, he's speaking facts. Only certain guys is actually gonna like wife up a stripper, and I'm saying that those guys that will wife up a stripper, generally, right? They don't have high value. Now, there's exceptions to the rule. You can say like Kanye West, he wifed up Amber Rose and stuff like that. Yeah, those were celebrities. There's always exceptions to the rule, but the exception doesn't make the rule, right? So most men that you encounter, well, if they are a man of value, they're gonna smash, but they just not gonna like wife you up and like commit to you. Most guys, but the guys that have lower value, well, guess what? They don't got any options, so they'll take what you can get. They can be like, oh, a little pretty girl. I don't care what she does. I'll take her.
So what's the difference between a girl that's 20 dating a 35-year-old from a girl that's 20 dating a 50-year-old? What's the difference? Or is it exactly the same?
I mean... Bro,
because if you do see a girl that's 20 years old dating a 50-year-old, what's your automatic thing? Well, she got daddy issues.
Well,
right or wrong?
Amen on that too.
Well,
right?
I mean, no, because Leonardo DiCaprio is dating these younger chicks,
but he never goes past a certain age.
He don't go past 25.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's a good thing. He's a smart man because he know that the more time a woman has on this planet to bag up baggage, to acquire more baggage, and to be programmed by her exes, her past boyfriends, her Instagram, and all of this other stuff. The more time she has to acquire that, the more likely she's not going to be able to submit and follow his lead.
But look at him now. Still not married. Still not in a steady relationship.
That's the thing. You asked me that question about like, oh, well, why aren't you married? Marriage is not a win for a guy in 2024. Like, generally speaking, men, we don't care about marriage, right? We care about a family and giving commitment, but like, we don't get excited for the ring. We don't get excited for walking down the aisle. That's what y'all get. Y'all get excited for the ceremony. Only thing we can say is cool is like, okay, we're locking it in and it's a family name and we're building a legacy and stuff like that. Those are all good things. We are saying that marriage is still a good thing, but it's not anything that it's like, if the man doesn't get married, it's an L. No, because we give out marriage. How is it an L for us if we get out marriage? It's like me saying to you, well, wait, you're a virgin? Why didn't you have sex? Well, that can't be an L. You hold the key to sex. I hold the key to marriage. If I'm not giving it up, it isn't an L. It's my key. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use the marriage thing to try to disqualify a guy and say that, oh, he can't really he's not good in relationships because he's not married. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, if we're dating and I decide not to marry you, you holding that out, not me.
But he has yet to settle down. He has yet to be with one woman.
He doesn't want to. He has so many women chasing after her. Why should he settle down with one woman?
And that's up to him completely. But back to what I was saying. What's the difference though? What's the difference between the age gap? What's the difference?
The 35 to 50?
Exactly.
It ain't really different in that age gap. It's kind of like, okay, sometimes it takes more time for a man to acquire value. Like men don't really accomplish and acquire their value until like they're 40, 45 years old anyway.
Yeah. So you'd be okay.
Like, man would be more established and more able to provide the girl, the woman, a more comfortable life. The only thing that I would say is like, okay, he's getting older. He can still bust nuts to the day he dies and impregnate girls. But, you know, a man's semen count does go down. His testosterone does go down, but he could take T. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not really an L. We can see that there are negatives maybe, but the positives outweigh the cons for sure. The pros outweigh the cons for sure in that situation. That's what I would say. If y'all could think of some very
So would you allow
cons.
like your son or daughter to date somebody with that big of an age gap? Would you allow that?
Well, son dating a 50-year-old woman?
Hell no.
No, that's an L.
Hell no. She can't give him no kids.
Well, why not? What's the difference?
Well, that's a difference because
what's the difference?
Women age like milk, men age like wine. A chick that's 35 or 50, man, she done 30, let's stick with 35. She done lost 80% of her eggs. It's a high risk pregnancy. It's a higher probability that the kids could come out with Down syndrome and all of these type of birth defects. So, no. Also, she had more experience. We're just not attracted to experience how you're attracted to experience. Like I was trying to tell her, we're attracted to inexperience. It's something that's so special, right? When a guy meets a girl and she never been to this place, right? And she goes, oh my gosh, wow, Cancun, I never been here. The water is so clear. I love it here. Oh, we're at this resort. Wow. But if she been to these beaches, if she's been in that nice car that bends, if she's been on that sitting in first class and she had all of these experiences, it's like, God dang, it ain't fun. Men want to be the superhero to your world, right?
Okay.
That's kind of like,
we want to be a first everything.
We like that journey of being a first.
But let's say it's your daughter though. Or you're staying on the son. Say it's your daughter.
Well, oh yeah, no. Well,
but say it's a daughter.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
If my daughter is 20 years old and she meets a man that's 35 years old, and
not even 50. Let's say it's 50.
Let's just say hypothetically she meets a man and he's 50 years old, and I have a daughter, so I'm gonna be picking, you know, the man that she dates, and he happens to be 50 years old. Let's just say hypothetically, but he embodies all of these good characteristic traits.
Marry him.
Fine, marry him. But I mean, that's what it is.
That's you though. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would say.
Cool.
Can you at least
when he embodies the traits? But go ahead.
Can you at least understand though that in the way that there's like a very blurry line between just like a regular age gap relationship?
I don't understand it.
I don't understand.
You don't understand that? That's sad.
No.
They're both adults.
Especially if you have a daughter, then that's sad.
No.
It's not sad.
And you should like prepare yourself for the warnings.
Well, that's the thing. You're thinking about the grooming aspect. We know, like I said before, if a man can take advantage of you, him being 20 years old and him being 50 years old. Either way, you could be taken advantage of, right? So it's not about the age when it comes to the man. It's about the characteristic traits that he embodies as a man, because it takes time for the man to acquire value. That's all I'm saying.
There was girls in high school with their boyfriends in high school getting taken advantage of.
Yeah, it's like at young age, it's like, yeah, like that. I mean, if he's a crappy man, it don't matter what age.
Yeah.
Gonna get taken advantage of. But fair enough. Any questions on that, ladies, or no?
That was a good one for real. I like that one.
Good back and forth. Okay, fair enough. All right, we got Xavier sends in $5. Ease, where do you find these women? Every week, it's at least one who has to be dismissed. Oh, this is one that you brung her on, bro.
Word.
The one that we kicked out, you brung her on.
I did not bring her on.
Yeah, you did, because you was talking to the other girl.
I did bring her on.
Yeah, you brung her on, bro.
But was it this? Did she have a bikini photo too?
No. Her friend was on last week, and her friend and I were talking. She was like, "Yo, my friend wants to come on." I said, "Bring her." So she sent me her Instagram, and I messaged her like, "Yo, pull up." I gave some information, gave her the address, told her to pull up, and she pulled up.
No bikini photo.
No bikini photos. No bikini photos. No, I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, he wasn't trying. We weren't trying to spit G at this
I
point.
wasn't trying to.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to spit G. No.
All right, fair enough.
I forgot it was.
Yeah, well, this was you, bro. All right, you got